Hello and welcome back to another episode of No Suit Survival Europa. Thank you so much for tuning in to episode 7. Before we get started, let's come over here and pay our respects to our patrons. Thank you, patrons, for all that you do. Alright, so on the docket for today, we need to build a fighter ship and hopefully get to the greenhouse. I am on a ticking clock right now when it comes to reavers attacking my base. I haven't put an antenna on the base, so I think that that's been helpful, but I can't hold out hope thinking that that's going to be my only safety. We want to build a fighter ship, but I think instead of a ship, we might actually start out with a drone. There's a couple reasons for that, mainly because I don't want to die. We can just send them out and I can pilot them from in here. But before we can do that, I think we're almost out of cobalt, aren't we? Yeah, we are. We only have 6,000 cobalt. So we're going to go grab some cobalt. Then we'll be able to build our fighter drone with heavy armor just to give it a little bit more sustainability, because we know that reavers are bad boys. So let's hop in our little utility ship, which is still unnamed. Let's go take out our mining thing and go get some more cobalt. It's kind of funny if you look at the spectator camera, it doesn't look like Zardo's connectors are loading in for some reason. So it just looks like I have holes in my ship. There it is. There's the cobalt. All right, yeah, that's a lot of cobalt that we just grabbed. So I think that will be plenty for what we need, especially if we're building small grid. But I am actually going to take a quick stop over at the magnesium deposit that we found and grab some magnesium as well. Okay, I found the magnesium, but it looks like, is that uranium? Hold on. Nope, silicon. Ah, dang it. I was so pumped. All right, I'd say that we have successfully mined what we needed in order to get the jobs done. So let's head back to the base and try not to crash this thing into the base because it is very heavy. And there we go. Oh, you gotta love it when a plan comes together. Okay, so we're home, and we should have just a ton more stuff now. Yeah, holy moly. I think it's funny that we have an additional 130,000 silicon ore because that was an accident. I accidentally grabbed 100,000 of something. Cool. So yeah, it will refine the magnesium and the cobalt. So we'll check that off the list and let's get to building some kind of attack drone. And I think that the way I'm going to build this drone is I'm actually going to get rid of this screen. Maybe just make like a smaller one and put it on this wall or something. I'm trying to think of like a better place. I think I'll just put the screen right here. And then I'm going to put a rotor and then make it a small grid, but that way we can charge it while it's being built. All right, there you go. And let me get rid of this. Okay. By the way, somebody in the comments told me about building off of a rotor so that way you could charge the battery while you were building. And I greatly appreciate that advice. I don't remember who gave me that advice, but shout out to you. Well, dang it. I don't have a whole lot of platinum, and you need platinum to make thruster components, and so therefore I'm going to have to change these. Bummer, dude. All right, well, here it is. I don't know exactly how I feel about it. It is a weird looking thing. Like, there's parts of it that I think work, there are other parts that don't. This is one of those situations where I didn't really go in with a plan. And yeah, so this is kind of what we got right now. So I painted it, we got some lights on it. I put a second camera up top right there so I can kind of have, like, it's almost like a third person view, but not really. So now I'm just going to blueprint this thing. All right. So we have it blueprinted. We have a combat drone now. Alrighty, there we go. And now we have number 1. I still haven't decided whether or not I like this or not. It is a weird looking ship for sure. So now I just need to set up a dock for it. I mean, I guess like for now, if I were to bring one of these conveyors over here a little bit, and then I put those Zardo connectors that are like junctions, and maybe I put like 2 of them, we have enough thrust in every direction with the drone to be able to just park it vertically. That might be the thing to do just for the time being until we get like a more of a base going. Now that I have this drone, I have to put an antenna on the base, and I don't know about all that. I mean, obviously it's going to be necessary to control these, but like, what are the odds that as soon as that happens, reavers are just like, hey, haven't seen you around here before? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so let us hop in the utility ship and kind of plan out what our move is. Yeah, there's a couple things that I want to do today, like while the sun is up. 1, let's set up where we want to put the drones. 2, I want to add some modules to our refineries. And then 3, I want to start building out the greenhouse. So let's try to do those things. Alrighty, we have another room now. So, here, oh, hold on, I'm thirsty. Alright, let's try this again. We have another room now, but I'm realizing that a few things got lost on me while building. So, I had a couple ideas. One of them was, for this greenhouse, I would put like trees right here. And that's why I had these windows like that. And then I was thinking we put like the big hydroponic systems like across here, but I wanted to connect this so that way I could add modules to the back of this. So I'm realizing that there's gonna be some editing that I need to do with this thing overall. So honestly, what I might need to do is just for the time being, because I'm gonna have to like pressurize and then depressurize this room a bunch of times. I'm gonna put a medical room in here. I'm gonna close this door and I'm gonna add some vents. So when we depressurize and then repressurize, because we have to edit these walls, I don't have to get in the ship to do that. So let's get the spectator camera in position. All right, and let's get going. Well, alright. We now have a greenhouse. I put all the greenhouse stuff on the ceiling because I thought it looked cool. I probably could have done some stuff on the floor, but meh. Alright. I'm starting to think that what I should do is, instead of having this beam that goes across, I should put, like, signage. Yes. Also, it might be a good idea, since we have conveyor access. Well, we have conveyor access right here. But, so, this is a conveyor, and this is the yield modules. And then this would be, what's it called? The refinery. So there should be a conveyor access port right there. Yeah. So, you know what that means? We could turn this into like a mini printer wall. Let's do that. Because that'll make it easy to print a second one of these. Yeah. Dang. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really happy with the way that turned out. This wall was kind of meh anyway. And so, yeah, feels good. So now we just have to set up a thing so we can print a second one of these. Oh man, I have an idea, but it would require so much work, but it could be so cool if I do it. So here's the thought, right? So what if we set up a thing where right here we have like 2 gates? The premise is we have the whole thing underneath the base, and then we have like a button over here, and we press it, and then the doors open and the little thing pops up with the projector, and then it welds it and pulls it out, and then you break it off, and then you can hide the whole thing away again. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Oh man, this is gonna be such a pain, but I have to do it. Okay. Let's do it. Ooh, you know what I just realized? Before we get started on this whole project, I gotta make sure that I take off the airlock tags. Oh man, could you imagine if I didn't take off all those tags as soon as I grind down one of these blocks? This entire thing would be blinking, and then at like 20 or 30 times speed, that footage would have been unusable. I'm so glad I didn't mess that up. Alright, now let's try this out. Oh no. Well, yeah. I'm dead. Yeah. I mean, if I thought that that wasn't gonna happen, yeah, there's no way there wasn't going to be death involved in this process. Okay, so let's see if I can get my tools back. Okay, I think I need to make myself an emergency exit, like while we do this whole process. We'll just put it here. All right, let's keep on keeping on. Okay, so I just counted it out. Looks like I have about 25 seconds in between, like going from 100 to 0. Looks about 25 seconds. That means that I can stay down here for 12 seconds before needing to go back up. Yeah, this is gonna be a doozy. Oh my gosh, that was one of the most infuriating experiences I have had so far in this playthrough. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if this was worth it, because it's not like I'm gonna be able to print any like massive ships or anything. I mean, this printer obviously isn't for that, but still, I don't know. I don't know. Once it's working, I might feel differently, but as of right now, that might have just been a colossal waste of time. Alright, I'm going to fiddle with this for a minute and try to make it look a little nicer and see if we can come up with something. Okay, so the final verdict. It worked and it's cool. But I don't know, man. I don't know if it was worth all of the extra effort. At some point when I'm not feeling lazy, let me rephrase. At some point when I didn't just finish this ridiculous task, I'll set it up so it's automated. So all I have to do is like press a button and it will open the doors, reverse the hinge, project what we're trying to project, and get the whole process started. But as of right now, I'm just gonna do it with this helm. So yeah, but hey, we have a second drone, which is nice. We wanted to get a second drone anyway, and plug them in to the spots that we made over there on the ceiling. Let me get rid of this medical room. Alright, one thing I'm realizing is that I need a different spot other than this right here. Like, this is not a good place for me to control the drones. I need a tower where I can see in 360. Yeah. So let's grab the utility ship and head outside and see if there's an easy place where I could potentially build something like that. Okay, so the drones will be parked right here for the time being. I mean, if I'm being honest, the best place right now just seems like, let's just take it up from right here. Yeah, I mean, no need to overcomplicate it. Let's just do that. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. I envisioned that being cooler looking in my head, and it is pretty lame. So I am going to try to spruce it up a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do something a little different. All right. It does look a little bit better. I'm still not. I don't know. I feel like I have these moments where I look at something and I'm like, yeah, that works for now, and then like I can come back later and I don't know, figure it out a little bit more. I stuck with the kind of theme that we have going on with this base, so I'm gonna take that as a success, and I'm gonna park this thing, and we're gonna go mess with the inside. It needs to be independently pressurized, so that way when I'm controlling the drones, I'm parking the drones outside, so that way I don't have to continually depressurize the base. But since that's not the situation right now, I want that spot up there to be independently pressurized anyway. Okay, so honestly, I think we're just gonna kind of do this for now. Cool. We are upstairs. So the whole point is to be able to see out the window. So I actually realized that I'm gonna have to set up. Oh, these should have been full blocks. Well, I guess I'm getting back in the utility ship and turning those into full blocks. Because as I learned earlier, trying to do that without the utility ship is just stupid. So quickly, before the darkness takes us. Nope, I think the darkness has fallen over the base. It's kind of crazy. There we go. We switched them out. All right, now let's get back inside and build ourselves a tower. The cool thing about this is that building a communication tower is actually one of the things like on the base to-do list. So we're not only like fulfilling needs that we have like for our drones, but we're also crossing things off the overall objective. Just a nice little combo. Combo. Hey, this is pretty cool. I mean, it's totally empty, but this is the most windows that we've had in a while. It's kind of nice. Cool. Now we just have to put an antenna down. Honestly, I wonder if we could put the antenna in here. We have this empty space right here, and I don't really know what else to use it for. Maybe piping? Yeah, that might be a better call. So, I think, if I remember correctly, I think behind this wall is oh yeah, it's right there. So right here. So what I could do is I could turn this into a conveyor junction and then go up through this pillar and get into this little like section here. I mean, would that be easier than just doing it from like one of these side places right there? It'd probably be easier to do it from the side. Okay. We put that block back, and we're gonna have to deal with the walking around outside again. Okay. I need to have full health for this. I'm probably still going to die. Especially if my only medical room is right there. So the thing is it's not a question of if I die, it's a question of how many times am I going to die trying to accomplish this task. That's the question. So, only one way to answer it. Just okay. Ooh, I already messed up. Okay, the answer is a lot. A lot of times I'm gonna die. Okay, so this needs to be a junction. Oh, but you gotta be freaking kidding me. Yes, I know. Okay, well, that's death number 1. I should have put a survival kit up there. I would have died much less times if I would have done that, but I was being lazy, and now because of my laziness, I'm going to suffer the consequences.
Your health is low. Health critical.
And death number 2. Mind you, not of this episode. I have died more times this episode than I think I have in the entire series, but no, I was talking about in this attempt of things that I'm doing right now.
Low health. Your health is critical.
Alright, I died again, but it's closed off now. It should be airtight, I think. Oh, no, it's not, because the freaking... Alright, I forgot. That the, whatever these things are called, aren't airtight.
Low
Unless they're junctions. Okay, hold on. This. Okay, now it should be airtight. Oh, man. It's like, it's a game. I mean, obviously, this is a game, but the game is what can you accomplish in 25 seconds? Okay, so we now have vents. We now have a cargo container that I have access to up there. So the question is, how are we going to get up here rather than this like scaffolding that I built? And I do not want it to be a ladder because I just remember the mining thing that we made on Helgen, and it had that like super long ladder, and it took me like 45 seconds to climb the entire ladder. Yeah, ladder climb speed is not the greatest on this game. So I'd much rather walk, but we just have to figure out how. Alright, if I were to pretend that this wasn't here, it seems like creating some kind of wraparound staircase right here might be the best bet. Although it is off-center, which kills me a little bit. Alright, I'm going to mess around with this concept. So I'm going to put the spectator camera on and we'll see what comes out of it. Alright, that's a little weird and a little bit more complicated than I think it needs to be. I think that the solution is... I was going to try not to mess with the batteries and stuff like that, but I can always put batteries other places, obviously. So, I'm actually going to move this staircase to be inside this pillar because they're the same dimensions. and then we'll just have it wrap around and then go up. Okay, so I like the ladder or the stairs. I like the stairs. It's fine. The stairs are fine. This is not fine. But it only goes out to right there, so I need to come up with something. Man. I wonder if I should have gone from that side and then just switch that to be like right here. That might have been the smarter move because I think that it starts like right there. Son of a biscuit. Alright, I need to go eat some food. I've been playing this game for too long. But once I return, we will figure this out. You mark my words. It will be done. Alright, well, after sufficiently stuffing my face, I have new thoughts on the matter at hand. I think instead of coming up from over here, which is what I said I was gonna do, I think I'd actually rather keep the staircase over here, but maybe move it up and then kind of have this like a glass hallway on the roof that leads into the communication tower. And the reason I think that would be cool is because one, it would be cool, and two, it would allow for potential expansion later, because there are other things that we need to check off the list, right? But we need to like make these other areas, and so by having a hallway upstairs, I think it'd be cool for us to be able to expand the base with that hallway in mind. It could be a bad idea, but it could also not be. So I'm gonna hop in the utility ship, which since I last recorded, now officially has the name of the Switchblade. So let me hop in the Switchblade and see if I can kind of make this work. Well, I hate it. I hate it. So I'm gonna redo it. Dang it. Oh, actually. Wow. Wow. I totally forgot. I thought I was in a really rough spot just now. Cause I was like, I don't think I have a remote control on this bad boy. And that really freaked me out a little bit. Alright, let's grab the tools.
Your health critical.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. Really glad that survival kit worked out in our favor. Let's get back on track, shall we? Okay. I don't know about all this. I was trying to be tricky, and I think I kind of had it get away from me a little bit. What I might end up doing is just honestly going inside, throwing down a medical room up here, and then switching out all these like random windows and actually setting it up so it's the proper size for the gate. Yeah. So you know what? It's a trial and error, iterative process of building. That's just how it goes. So we'll get it. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be great. We're gonna love it. It just takes time. But that being said, I am a little pumped. I'm excited about the potential of like building off the top of this base. I know that by building this tower, it's not the most practical move from a defensive position. Like if I were to bury myself underground and that be our communication like thing where if reavers shoot at us, they have to get through the entire base before they can get to the, the command center. That would be the tactical thing to do, but I'm more of an aesthetics person than a tactician. So, here we are. Okay. So yeah. So the plan is that I'm instead of it being down here, I'll actually just have it continue to go up one, and yeah, we'll figure that out. So let me put the spectator camera in a good spot, and we'll fiddle around with that a little bit. Oh no. Okay. Well, I guess it's showtime. I didn't put any ammo in my... I need to just take control of one of the guns. Alright, well, that takes care of that. Glad it wasn't one of the bigger ones. Okay, 2 of my Gatling turrets are down. But other than that, not really too upset about it. Yeah, definitely need to repair the front side of the base. But all things considered, could have been worse. Oh, did it damage my mine? Why is my mine, like, weirdly loaded like that? Is my mine... Wait a second. Is my mine destroyed? And that's the remnants of it? Alright, well, before I go and check out the mine and everything else like that, clearly this place still needs to be decorated, but it is finished. So I have the helm, and I have my, NPC production guy up here. So yeah, still need to decorate, but we can do that next episode. But now we have this, which is cool. Then you come down here, and also needs to be decorated, but I was figuring like we could put programmable blocks and other fun things up here. So yeah. Then this is to keep it independently pressurized from the garage downstairs and from the hallway. Yeah, I mean, it'd be cool if I had a spacesuit, right? Because then I could just open up the gate and I could just go out there and repair stuff, but that's not the world we live in. Okay, so I think I know what's going on with the drill, because it confused the crap out of me. So it is broken, obviously. Oh, you can tell by the way that it is right now. Oh, don't break my crap. No. Switchblade. Grab it somehow. Don't hit my base. Oh, I just... Is it gonna... Oh, that was a softer landing than I was expecting. Okay, well, clearly that is a problem for future me. Yeah. So as you can tell, the drill is broken. I was confused if it was just like a loading glitch because of, this existing, but I forgot that I turned this block and the blocks adjacent to it into a static grid. So now we just have this floating block here, which is honestly kind of awesome. I mean, I could just like make like a floating, I don't know. I want to do something with that because that's such a weird thing to have happen. But yeah, that block is just defying gravity. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but you better believe that there's something's going to come out of it. And then obviously I need to redo the mine. But currently we have so much ice and so much gas that we're doing okay. And you know what? If we're ever running out, this monstrosity of a mining ship will get us plenty of ice. So I'm not too stressed about it. And you know what? I'm actually going to start stealing from a friend of mine. You may know him, E-Rock Tenor. He's in our Skyjack series and has his own YouTube channel. What he's been doing is for his done list, he's been doing it by episode. So this is episode 7. So it'll be fun to keep track of all of the stuff that we do in like each specific episode. So today, we went out first and grabbed some cobalt. Then we built a fighter drone. We built a greenhouse. We built a printer wall and a printer contraption thing in the floor. We built the drone docking station. And we built the communication tower. I gotta say, we got a lot of stuff done today. The base is really coming together. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in to No Suit Survival, and we'll catch you next time.